Hello everyone, here we are Group 11 presenting the topic Modern Data Management and Cloud Technologies. We got our data on e-commerce. Our data set is on eStats. This US government retail data set is used to report the value of goods and services that were sold on the internet and other open networks. So first, let's discuss about evolution of the e-commerce. So e-commerce has a surprisingly long history, stretching back even before the first web browser, as we know them. The history of e-commerce started over 40 years ago when the introduction of early technology like electronic data interchange and teleshopping in 1970s paved the way for the modern day e-commerce store as we know it today. It has developed alongside other internet-based industries and become a powerful part of online and physical business. So today, creators and entrepreneurs everywhere can sell them around the world, and that's thanks to the e-commerce. What e-commerce trends are responsible for driving growth of the industry? Number one, and the most important one, is a better consumer experience. E-commerce provides a number of consumer-friendly innovations that are extremely attractive to some shoppers. Then we have the convenience. E-commerce also relies on the fact that people will often pay extra for the convenience, happily putting down shipping fees if they don't have to leave the comfort of their own home to acquire the items. Then we have the customization of the data. E-commerce true power lies in something a little more difficult to nail down to any specific feature. It's personalized and convenient while being able to reach so many more people than physical stores ever could. Then the most important thing is a customer tracking. E-commerce is trackable and savvy brands use this to their advantage to provide consumers with existing content and advertising that speaks to their needs. Contrary to the popular belief, customer acquisition is extremely difficult and can become costly in a digital market. Digital advertising has become such a crowded space that getting noticed even on the major platforms like Facebook or Google is very difficult. Now let's further discuss about the data. So I hand it over to Noreen to continue on this part. Over to you, Noreen.
Thank you, Poonam. When it comes to data, ESET provides an estimate of e-commerce activities in the key sectors of the United States. Economy of 2019 revised previously released estimates of 2018 and earlier. And these are placed in the historical context. Underlying data are collected in a separate survey of retail businesses. As for the data, we have to perform analysis with respect of total sales of both retail and e-commerce. With that, we analyze the difference in quantitative growth for the data over the years 1998 to 2019 and how e-commerce sales are growing for different products with time. Now I call upon Mr. Alok to give us a further understanding on the analysis. Alok, over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Noreen, for explaining the data perfects that put me in some analysis. We have a clear idea about how the e-commerce evaluation exploded gradually as compared from e-commerce market share over the past decade. We have exponential growth for market share for retail and electronic shopping, as we can see here. So for retail and electronic shopping, there is an exponential growth in market share for e-commerce. But for other sectors, we can have a small growth in e-commerce market, but we don't need to let our eye down as we have some parallel growth, a small fractional growth in other sectors also. So e-commerce sales were 10.7% of total retail sales in 2019, up from a 9.9% in 2018. So we can see a consistent rise in e-commerce sales from 0.2 to 9.7% of total retail sales in the period of years from 1998 to 2019. So now what will be the future aspects will enlightened by Suhas on the further analysis. So over to you, Suhas.
Thank you, Alok. Now coming towards predictive analysis. It is one of the major issues at the forefront of e-commerce is sustainability. Today's consumers are opt to be more interested in supporting environmentally and ethically responsible businesses. But supply chains are still massive producers of greenhouse gases and waste, but e-commerce businesses can still do their part. There are a number of ways to reduce waste in your supply chain with the added benefit of reducing unnecessary costs. Using advanced data collection and analysis software can help implement a lean supply chain, resulting in a win for everyone involved. Here we create a model based on historical data of year-wise total sales of e-commerce for year 2001 to 2019 by using forecast method for getting insights to predict total sales for the coming years. And observed that predicted total sales is 1.44 million for year 2020 and increasing approximately by 130,000 per year, and we get predicted sales value of 2.19 million for year 2026. Further, Sheetal can conclude how insights are influencing for decision making.
Thank you, Suhas.
Over to Sheetal.
Thank you, Suhas. Well, data is one of the pillars upon which e-commerce stands. After all, the technology to transfer data from one place to another is the basis for its existence. Big data is an expression of modern day evolutions of how we handle data in amount and in the potential. Automation in the e-commerce realm, as in many industries, is highly visible in consumer-facing functions, but has quietly progressed into more of the logistics and fulfillment process. Automated purchasing is also appearing in brick and mortar stores, grocery stores, and even restaurants, allowing customers to order and purchase items without visiting a register at all. Automated marketing and outreach platforms are also becoming more popular, marked by the wide adoption of automated social media management systems and other marketing suites. Automated fraud detection is another vital part of e-commerce, where payment information is saved to account credentials and constantly monitored against foul play. I sincerely appreciate that we Group 11 have had the opportunity to present ourselves. Thank you so much for your attention and interest.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.